Hello and welcome to a short tutorial on how to select courses for next year through the PowerSchool student portal. We are already assuming here that you've logged into that portal. If you go to the left-hand side on your navigation bar, you will notice that there's a whole bunch of different selections, and here select class registration and you will get a screen that looks very much like this. Each grade screen looks slightly different, but you'll get one that looks very much like this. In this case, our test student is in grade 12, so this is what the grade 12 screen looks like. Some important information you want to take a look at. First of all, there's some instructions up at the top. In this case, grade 12 students must request a minimum of 30 credits. At the bottom, you will notice that it gives you the same kind of information. You must request between 30 and 45 credits, and at this point in time we haven't requested any, so we need to do something about that. On the right hand side, you will notice that they've got either some exclamation marks, red exclamation marks, or green check marks. What that means is the red exclamation marks means you need to request something in that category. The green check marks means you don't need to, or you have already done it. So here, if you look at our categories, their courses are grouped by subject area. You've got English, social, math, science, some ESL courses for those students who require those, and electives. So in this case, my grade 12 student has to take a grade 12 English course. So if I click here, I will get the next screen up, which is a screen of different courses to choose. You select a course by selecting the checkbox. Now notice some courses will have checkboxes open and some won't. Over here we look and we see the prerequisite information, and this will tell you what the prerequisite for that course is, and this column here will tell you whether you've met it or not. So if you haven't met the prerequisite, you won't be able to select the course. Now grade 12s can see pretty much all the courses. Grade 10s and 11s won't be able to see them all because grade 12s might have to go back and take a previous course. In this case, we're going to select English 30-1. It's grade 12 student. That person does have the prerequisite for this. So also note at the bottom here, you might have other pages of courses to look at. For English we don't, but in science and in electives we will. So here you may select one course. We have done that. We're going to hit OK. We notice our exclamation point is turned to a nice little check mark, and the course we've selected shows up there. Now social, we're supposed to select one. I'm not going to for now, just to show something else. I'm going to go into grade 12 math. This person wants to take some math courses. In particular, they know they want to take calculus. Here's another example where you have to go to the next page to find calculus, okay, which is math 31. It's going to let me do that. I'm going to hit OK, and it looks like everything's fine. And so now I'm going to go hit submit. And this is to submit all of my courses. Well, I get this submission message because two things I've missed. First of all, I have to submit a grade 12 social. It's not going to let me proceed without that. And that math course I selected I haven't met the prerequisite for. So I'm going to X out of this. I'm going to first of all go in and select my social, and in this case I'm going to select social 30-1. And I'm going to go back and deal with that prerequisite in math. So I'm going to go back in here and I look at my math course. Oh, I must have a grade of 50% or higher in math 30-1, which I may not have, or request to take math 30-1 in the same year. So I don't have that math 30-1 prerequisite, but I can go back and select math 30-1 in the same year, which is right here. And I'm going to hit OK. So now I've met that prerequisite. I've got everything good. I'm going to hit submit. Oh, I haven't requested at least 30 credit hours. I've only requested 20. So now I have to go back and figure out some other courses I take. I could select some electives or some sciences. In this case, I know we're going to select some science. So we're going to go select, the person has prerequisites for pretty much all of these. So we're going to select chemistry 30, and we're going to select physics 30. And I'm going to hit OK. And now notice that all of my check marks are green. I'm good to go. I hit submit. It will accept that. I can, however, go on, because I'm only requesting 30 hours, I can request other things. So let's say I do want another elective. I can go under my electives, and you will notice that there's lots of pages of electives to choose from. There's lots in there. Now, it won't let me choose things I don't have the prerequisite for. So I don't have the prerequisite, for example, for musical theater 35. I can't select that, but I can still select that musical theater 15 class. because I go into grade 10. I can hit OK. I'm good. I'm requesting 35 credit hours. I hit submit, and we're all done.